Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Down for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Wants to throw. It's Higgins. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. They dumped it off and didn't quite get to the 1st down marker, but they created a better situation on 4th down.
No doubt. And listen, you want to push the ball down the field. And I want to go throw it beyond the sticks and get the 1st down, but I think they made the right decision dumping it off. You'd like your running back to find a way to break an extra tackle and get that 1st down, but decision time now on 4th.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. The give to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the right. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
On the return, it's Shields. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia Tech 7, Clemson 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying out of gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Higgins. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout.
Okay, ready?
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Turns it loose. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Higgins. Working that left side now. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
He's tackled.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide out in motion. They feed him again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking downfield, it's Higgins. Buys a little time. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires and picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Trying to move them on the counter. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll try the left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here this second.
Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. Nothing but green ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got a man. It's Sullivan. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Really good throw and catch there, David, but on third down, you have to put a little bit of heat on the quarterback somehow.
Somehow, some way, get him uncomfortable. They didn't do it there. Great job by this offensive line. Nice protection, good clean pocket. QB rips the football, easily gets the first down.
Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Darnold. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He wants to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Darnold. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech 14, Clemson 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Higgins. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What a grab and go for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
This offense has a second down play. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody
lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. It's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the D.
He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Dropping back, it's Higgins. Still looking, on the move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to hit this first down.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought... Bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Darnold. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Oh.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hard running there. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives.